To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the Entreprenubians podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey.
What up?
See, so we talk about y'all. That's what we talk about. Welcome back to the Entreprenubians podcast with me, your girl, Tiffany Nicole, and Lash Trace. You gonna do it again, or you already said it? Okay.
They know what it is.
So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna continue with Miss Chantell, and we're gonna talk about what book did you read or come across that changed the way you do business.
So if I can't use this one,
She can. Yeah, she asked, "Can I use my own book?" Of course you can.
Damn, she would plug my book.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just saying.
the day my dad became a superhero, I would definitely use this book. Like I told you guys, my reading, yes, I do read books, but I like books that take me away from like my everyday life and something that's not going to give me, it's not like, I guess serious. I need to start reading business like material, but I don't. I love like children's books, imagination, and
Because you're a creative.
yes,
Yeah, you're
So
a creative. It's hard to
what
go
it is.
from being a creative to being so business minded. So yeah, I get it.
Well, I got some advice. Only because you said you don't read business books. I'm going to give you a couple.
And you can do audiobook.
The first one, that's exactly what I was going to say. If you're not a reader,
That's true.
the audio version to me is better because it's somebody reading the book to you, and you get bonuses in the audio book.
You do.
You get
Okay.
you get extra material. Like for instance, one book I was reading had several interviews by the author and somebody else he worked with. Well, it was somebody he was interviewing for the book actually. But
No,
anyway,
it was a colleague. Yeah,
it was a
in
colleague.
between every chapter.
In between every
Yeah.
chapter, there was an interview.
About that previous chapter.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you read the book or bought the book, you don't get these interviews.
Got you.
And I mean, there's a bunch of interviews that you don't get in a book. And it's a lot of information in these interviews.
Got
Because
you.
it's the actual people that are in the book talking. You hear them talking, and they dropping all kinds of jewels.
Got you.
Yeah.
So the book the first book I wanted to mention, and we talked about it on this show before, is called Who Not How. And Who Not How is one of the best business books I've ever read or listened to, I
Ditto.
should say. Because it really relieves a lot of stress, in my opinion. A lot of stress from trying to decide what should I do and what shouldn't I do when it comes to my business. What tasks should I take on? What responsibilities should I have? And ultimately the answer is whatever you are willing to do and able to do and like to do. Those things that you aren't willing, able, and like to do, you find a who. And that's what this book talks about, is finding somebody to do the things that you don't either like to do or know how to do or are comfortable with doing. And it really emphasizes to push these things on somebody else. Don't even hesitate with trying to figure out, how can I do this thing? If you don't like drawing pictures and illustrating a book, you find an illustrator that can do this. Don't try to do it yourself. So that book was just really helpful for me because a lot of times I get stuck on, what should I do now? What, do I go that way? Do I go this way? Do I call this person? Do I call that person? Do I deal with this company or that company? And trying to figure these things out is really difficult. So finding a who, and for somebody in this book to tell me that it's okay to do that, it's okay to, I don't have to take on this responsibility. I can find somebody else to do it. What? I was so happy when I read that book because it just made things so much easier, and it made me realize I can relieve so much from my plate by just delegating these tasks to another who that can handle it.
It's like the best book an entrepreneur can read.
It really
because
is.
Entrepreneurs, we're so like, I have to do everything. And we don't want to outsource. Like, it's your baby.
It's
like you
your
said,
baby.
like with the illustrators not wanting your input, it's like, whoa, that would be a lot to handle for me. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I understand that's what you do, but this is what I wrote. So in my mind, it has to go together. I really don't care how you feel about whatever, but in my brain, it has to make sense. And that could be hard to deal with. But that book makes it very plain and simple. Find a who, let them do what they're good at, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to do that thing.
Yep.
So,
you just have to manage your who's.
Yeah, manage your who's.
You have to manage your who's, which is a lot easier.
Yeah.
You can even find a who to manage your who's.
Yeah.
However, you just have to make sure you are doing what you can handle and what you like to do. And you delegate everything else. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
It's the way you should be doing business, as a matter of fact.
And I think it'll eliminate like burnout. Like as you guys are talking.
Oh, facts.
Like it eliminates burnout.
Facts.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yep.
So what's another book, Tiff?
We did. It's a lot, but I think that's a good one
Profit
to start
First.
with. Profit First is good.
Profit First is another
Yeah.
good book for beginning entrepreneurs. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you're a beginning entrepreneur.
Y'all gonna have to write this down.
But-
For me.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you all
you
the
should be
links.
taking notes.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's okay. I'm gonna send it to her.
You
Let's
got
go.
a whole book. You should be taking notes.
I want to.
No, I'm just playing. But
I'll send it to you.
But
Okay.
yeah, we'll send it to you. But another one, another good beginner entrepreneur book is Profit First. I forget the author's name. Just Google it.
Mike McAllowitz.
Mike, yeah, him. What she said.
Yep.
But I would say start off with those two: Who Not How and Profit First. Who Not How is going to help you relieve. It's going to relieve you of tasks that you put on yourself.
Yeah.
And help you get things done. And the Profit First book is going to show you how to set up bank accounts and where to move your money and how to move your money and how to set places where your money has to go to organize it all. And it's extremely important,
And
especially in the beginning of starting your business.
Yeah, and how you actually see profit from your business, because as entrepreneurs, everything we get, we put right back in. And it's like if we get paid at the end, oh great, we got paid. This book is like the complete opposite. Oh no, you need to get paid first, and then whatever's left, that's your operating costs. Right. So that's it. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you never hear entrepreneurs talk about doing it that way.
Yeah, you don't.
Usually you take profit last.
Yes.
You
If
put
it's
money
something
back
left.
into the business. There is no profit until
Yeah.
the business
That's funny.
is where it needs to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this book preaches the very opposite. It
Yep.
tells you how you need to take your profit first
Yep.
and then put back into the business.
It sounds so
and it
foreign.
really breaks it down.
It does.
It sounds foreign and weird. You're like, what? But when he breaks it down, and you're like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's good.
We ain't even done reading the book yet.
Yeah, exactly.
We
We're like
just
on
started
chapter
this
5.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we like
So-
halfway
Y'all got
through
my
the book
face
and
like,
it's a jewel.
really?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna send you a list, and I'm gonna put the books in order where how you should read them.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you.
Yeah.
I like the who not how, right?
Right.
Yep.
I do want to read that
I
because
forgot the
I'm
author. I
very
forgot
like
the name of the author of Who Not How.
hands on.
Yeah, me too.
There's only one book called Who Not How.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I'm gonna send her all the links because listen, it's going, and just do audiobook.
Yeah,
like as you're
yeah.
doing whatever, listen, and I'm telling you, it'll change the way you think, and it'll make you do things a lot more efficiently, which frees up time to do other stuff.
It does.
Right.
It
So
does.
I think that's the biggest thing, because our time is precious. Because we're stretched so thin, trying to do everything ourselves, and it's like, because I know I struggle with that. He's always been like, oh, I'll just find somebody and pay somebody to do it. Me, I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out. This will not defeat me. I'm gonna figure it out. And I was wasted so much time on doing a lot of stuff that way, and I could have just paid somebody who already knows how to do it. Like now, it's like I'm happy I learned how to do it, but I could have lived without knowing how to do this. I'd have been okay. But
And
it's a
even
lesson
like-
I learned.
Like she said, like I was always the kind of person that always try to find somebody to do
yeah.
whatever task I need done. But I would still take on things that I couldn't handle, feeling like I should be doing this myself. No. That is where you mess up. Now, if I'm tackling something that I can't handle or shouldn't be doing, I might mess this up. But this expert over here that does this every day, all day, this is his business.
Yeah.
He's not gonna mess up.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
not like I'm gonna mess up. So it's very important to get the right people doing the right things to really excel your business in the right way.
Yep.
And you gotta start from the beginning.
Yep.
That's
Even
what
with
I'ma
this
do.
podcast, it was like certain things I don't do. I don't touch these cameras, these microphones.
Yeah.
Like this is his thing. This is what he does. Now all the administrative background stuff, that's me. That's what I
Yeah.
do. Like I'll do all the interview stuff, all the links I send you, all that. I can set that up with no problem. It goes quick for me. Like, and he wants to learn it, but it's gonna take me so long to teach him how to do it when I know I can just do it real quick. Yeah. And it's like I know what I'm good at. I know what you're good at. It make things flow so much
Let's
faster.
just stay in
So
our
in that
lane.
case, she's the who.
Yeah, I'm the who.
She's my who.
And he's my who.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And it works. You
It
know.
does.
So yeah, but
Yeah, y'all
gonna hook you
learning
up.
something today.
Yes.
We gonna hook you up.
yes.
Y'all learning something today.
I'm telling you, it helps because you don't want to leave. even though you're the creative, you don't want to leave your business in somebody else's hands and you don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You got to be at least knowledgeable about what's actually going on, and not just have them tell you whatever. You know, so it's important.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first.
So I just want to say thank you to Miss Chantell for coming to the Entrepreneur Williams podcast. It has been great having you here, hearing your stories about triumph and some failure, but more triumph than anything. And we can't wait for you guys to get this book. The links are all going to be below for this book. It's $11.99. Please support. Get it for your children. Kids need to read too. Bam.
Is that our price or their price?
That's
$11.99.
That ain't our price.
That's not our price.
She don't know, but I'm taking this home.
Yeah, y'all can have that one. Yes.
That's their price. But
We got a different price than y'all got.
Yeah, sorry. That's the perks. The perks.
It definitely is.
Thank you for coming, Shan. We really appreciate you.
Yes.
Blessing us with your presence on the Entrepreneur Williams podcast, bringing your book, your clothing line. I need a hoodie, by the way.
Definitely.
Yep.
I need a black one.
Definitely.
And yeah, I got 7 grandkids, so I need I need a couple books.
You can have 7 for real.
Yes. We have 7
grandkids.
Really?
Yes.
Shut up.
And the oldest one is 10. He'll be 11 this year.
Shut up.
The youngest
I didn't know.
is 4 months old.
Yep.
First of all, y'all look like you're like 20.
Well,
Cut it out.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yes, we
Buy
got
3 of these books,
yeah,
y'all.
Yeah, for real. Yes, there's 7 of them.
Please.
Yes.
All your kids, they each need a book.
All of them.
No, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, but
It's on crack for real.
dang, we try. It's stressful, but we try.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
They're all boys. Yeah.
Dude, listen to me.
Sorry.
Listen to her.
That was a sidebar conversation.
Okay.
I forgot. Okay, guys, we're
Whenever
out of
she
here.
ready.
Now I'm ready. Sorry. Go ahead. You can take us out. Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
All right, y'all. Thank you, Chantell, for joining us. This has been another
See. This is why I do it. Go ahead.
another episode of the Entrepreneur Williams podcast. You know how long it took me to say Entrepreneur Williams, and I made the word up. And it took me a long time to say it. Did it not? Mm-hmm. The Entrepreneubians. A lot of people struggle with it, but get it right, y'all. The Entrepreneubians. Black entrepreneurs building better black businesses. We love y'all.